This is the new DJI Flip, and flippin' heck, it's good. A drone that turns itself on, unfolds for the first time with a full coverage propeller guard. A drone that flies itself without the need for a remote control or smartphone, and it uses intelligent human tracking technology to follow and film you wherever you go, just as if you have your own personal assistant. Plus, the 4K camera produces virtually the same quality footage as the mighty Mini 4 Pro. Welcome to a new and redesigned 249 gram flying camera. We're going to see what this thing is capable of and how to use it. So when DJI approached me about testing this new drone out on my channel, I thought, yeah, this is just going to be yet another 249 gram drone with an okay 4K camera, which will eventually persuade you to buy a bigger and better one. Not the case, because this might just be the only drone you ever need, whether you're a beginner or an advanced flyer. So let's take a brief look at the features of this new and, quite frankly, strange looking drone. Now, this is a first for DJI, a folding full coverage built-in prop guard. And this is ideal for beginners or someone who has lost their fair share of drones up a tree. Which means it's been designed to take off and land in the palm of your hand, which is perfect for hikers, bikers, or anyone on rough terrain. But just make sure it's a flat hand and no little fingers sticking up. Now, it turns itself on by unfolding the rear propellers. There it is. And this saves you a precious 5 or 6 seconds. Nice touch, DJI. Now, the Flip has a brand new intelligent AI human tracking technology, which locks onto you in a number of different ways. And we'll look at this in depth in just a moment because it's a very exciting feature. Now, the camera is very similar to the Mini 4 Pro, up to 4K 60 frames per second in HDR as standard. It's a 1/1.3 inch sensor with a bitrate of 150 megabits per second. That's double the bitrate of the DJI Neo, which was released back in September. Also shoots in the professional D-Log M color profile, just like the Air 3 and Mini 4 Pro. What more do you want? Oh, okay, it shoots 48 megapixel raw stills photos. You clever little sausage. And what this all means is you're getting very high quality footage in a small drone, even in low light, because we have what's called dual native ISO fusion of ISO 100 and 400. Not really sure what they mean by fusion, but it sure does sound sexy. Okay, so that's the geeky stuff out of the way. Let's focus on exactly what this drone is for and how to use it. There are 3 ways to operate the drone. First is by using the RC controllers, just like all of the other DJI drones that have come before it. And you can get some incredibly decent landscape footage in either standard HDR or the professional D-Log M color profiles. The second way is by using the DJI Fly app on your mobile phone. Or you can control this drone without any remote control whatsoever, all by itself, just by pressing the little mode button on the side. Now look, I'm not going to delve into what this drone can do with an RC controller because there are literally hundreds of videos out there on this topic. And the DJI Flip is no different to the Mini or Air or Mavic lineups. It can perform all of the same stunts, quick shots, master shots, panorama, etc. What I do want to talk about is what this drone can do that the others cannot. So first up is the DJI Fly app, and connecting the Flip to the smartphone couldn't be simpler. We simply unfold the propeller guards to turn it on. There we go. I'll just pop that down there. And on the welcome screen of the app, we'll see this blue box down on the bottom left corner, and it says DJI Flip has been detected. So we'll click connect, and that's what we get. Join. And there we go, we're ready to go. Now the drone by default is set to fly in follow mode, or we can click this drop down menu and choose either manual control, droney, circle, rocket, spotlight, or direction track. Let's stick with follow mode, and at the bottom we can toggle on the follow distance and follow height, which is set to medium and flat. Flat will be flying roughly at head height, and follow distance of medium is a close-up full body shot. Let's stick with those defaults and click start.
3, 2, 1.
Let's do a little walk. And it seems to be following me pretty nicely. Let's say that's roughly, what, 3 or 4 meters behind me. And if you want the drone to stop flying, you just walk up towards it, offer your hand up, and beautiful. And it obediently lands in your hand without any cuts or bruises, and I didn't even press a button. Now let's change those follow settings to close and high, just to see the difference. There you go, it's locked onto me. And let's have a little walkabout. So it's probably about a ½ meter to a meter higher than it was before, and it's definitely about a meter closer to me as well. Thank you. And finally, let's change those settings to far and low. And we'll go for a walk along the canal. And the drone's about just a meter off the floor, and it's probably a couple of meters further away than the close setting.
Landing.
So what other options do we have? Let's have a look. No, oh, I do like a circle. Let's go with a circle, and we'll go with a distance of 6 meters and flat.
3, 2.
Off you pop. Let's see if we can follow this. There it is. It is a very cold morning. It's about 0 degrees Celsius here, but it is beautiful, still gorgeous. And there it is, coming back to daddy.
Landing.
And why not go for a droney with all that gorgeous canal in the background? Let's see what options we've got. Oh, let's just go for a 10 meter, shall we? So if you choose direction track, the camera will follow you forwards, backwards, or sideways. So if you want to talk to the camera this way around rather than having it followed behind you, it'll keep a nice even distance until you click stop. Then you can retrieve it. Now, what I think sets this camera apart from every other drone that has come before it is the fact that this is a really handy companion for the vlogger, the YouTuber, and the social media influencer. Because we have these autonomous features and the follow modes without any input from an RC controller, we can use this camera not only as a B-roll, but as an A-roll talking head camera, because we can connect this little beauty, the DJI Mic 2. By adding the DJI microphone to your Bluetooth devices, then simply clicking this little microphone symbol, we can link all three together. The drone to the app and the app to the microphone. Now you can capture video and audio together on a drone. You can of course fly this drone manually, just as if you were using the RC controller, but instead using the DJI Fly app. There is a visual representation of the physical joysticks on the screen, and you can manipulate them in much the same way to fly the drone as normal. Now you're probably wondering exactly how fast you can track a human subject in follow mode, because when the DJI Neo was released at the end of last year, a lot of users and YouTubers were saying that it couldn't keep up with the speed of a cyclist. So we're going to find out. And to do this, I'm going to use voice command. I've got the phone attached to my bike and the app is running. I'm just going to click this little speech bubble symbol on the right hand side to open up the voice command panel. Drone sat behind me, ready to pounce. All I'm going to say is follow. And we can tell the drone to follow you at a distance, close to you, higher or lower. Now, I'm not exactly sure how fast I'm going, but it's definitely at a lick. All right, let's tell it to fly lower. Lower. And then we come to the business end of what this drone is capable of. Fully autonomous flight. No RC controller required or the DJI Fly app. It just does it all by itself. And I'm going to let the drone tell you what it can do, because this thing can talk, you know.
Droney. Circle. Rocket. Spotlight. Direction track. Follow.
Okay, so let's try a simple manual follow mode. There is no RC controller in my hand or mobile phone. I'm just using the drone and the mode button on the side. So I'm going to press and hold.
Medium. Follow. 3, 2, 1.
Even through trees, the Flip does a brilliant job of tracking. Even though I try to dodge and outmaneuver the thing, it still manages to find me. Ooh, got a little sprint on. And all you need to do is just walk up to the drone with your hand out, and it will just land safely on a flat palm. And in case you're wondering, yes, you can set all of the same parameters for these follow shots in the app before going fully hands-free.
Rocket. 20 meters.
20
Rocket.
meters. Let's try a flat droney.
10 meters. Droney. 3, 2, 1.
Now, I've never really considered a drone as a vlogging camera. I've always just used it for beautiful aerial landscape B-roll. But the fact that you can now connect it to a microphone via Bluetooth, and then it will track you along a towpath obediently while you're walking or talking, it's kind of a game changer, and I think I like it.
Now, this new drone, the DJI Flip, of course, it does have that built-in propeller guard, so you are protected in many ways from damage to yourself and to the drone. And somewhere in this digital screen is front-facing obstacle avoidance systems, along with that amazing tracking technology. But what it doesn't have is all-round omnidirectional avoidance systems like the Mini 4 Pro, which brings me on to DJI Care Refresh. And if, like me, you have had your fair share of accidents when flying your drone, then what DJI offer is a comprehensive and reliable protection plan that provide their product with a coverage for a range of different accidental damage and natural wear. And this includes collision, water damage, flyaways, and just general wear and tear. They come in 1 and 2 year plans, and you can get 2 replacements or repairs during this time. I know a lot of people swear by this. If you're a professional drone operator and you smash your drone up, you could be up and running in no time, and they even handle shipping. So check the full terms and conditions in the descriptions below. And thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more photography content. I'll see you in the next one.